Hi, it's D plus one. The trip didn't start off so good. I forgot to bring my black bucket, which had all my fishing gear in it, and my reading glasses. And I keep reading glasses in there because I need them to hook up lures to my line. Uh, so I kind of missed that. I have two books, and I can't read them. So that's no good. And my maps were in there. So I'm tripping without maps, but I came in on Moose Lake by Ely and just crossed the lake over to Wind Lake. I'll just stay on this lake and come out when I'm done scouting it out. Probably be a couple more days. I left my first campsite. There were three campsites all bunched together. Some kind of loud Asians, maybe 20 something guys on one, and a family with young children on the second one, me on the third. So right away this morning, I packed up and started cruising along the shoreline to the north. And after a half hour, maybe a bit more, I came upon this campsite. Well, this is a pretty good one, I think. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's going to be kind of a boring trip. I may have kept going, but the wind was picking up out of the south. And as soon as I rounded the corner and started heading southwest again, I'd be paddling into the wind. So it was a good idea to stop. It's a nice campsite. I think I'll like it here. But like I say, I'm going to get a little bit bored. A lot of swans I've seen. They actually woke me up this morning. Maybe I should have got out of bed right then. They started squawking, blowing their trumpets as soon as it got a little bit light out. But I was pretty cozy in my bed and I just laid there. I slept 10 hours. Basically laid inside my tent since, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon until I got up this morning. And I slept a lot of it. I got up to pee once. That's it. There's a lot of bits of garbage there at that campsite. This one seems a little bit cleaner, but whoever was here must have been here last night and got an early start. They left a bottle of water. I have it in here somewhere. It's in a Dr. Pepper bottle. Maybe I didn't bring it in. But there was still ice floating in it, so I'm thinking it's tap water. So I got some free water. Well, it's noon now, and I just had a couple of guys in a tandem come by, and they're looking for a campsite. I was in my tent, and I heard them say, "Oh no, fucking people." Yeah, I can understand that. They turned around and headed back to the southern end of the lake, whereas I'm on the northeast. I take it there's no more campsites at this end. So it'll be a long paddle tomorrow before I find something else. And if all the sites are taken, I might go out. I saw an osprey yesterday. At least I think it was. Might have been a bald eagle, an immature one without the white head. I think it takes them a couple years before they get that. Or maybe it was a golden eagle. I don't know. Anyway, I paddled right under the tree it was at. And I fumbled for my phone to get a picture of it, but it took off before I could get it turned on and get a snapshot. Kind of bummed about that. That was pretty cool. On my way in, since I didn't have a map, I kind of headed way south of the portage just to make sure I didn't miss it and paddled up to it. So that's kind of the way I have to do things without a map. But I think I'll be okay. Guess I ain't got nothing else to say for now. See ya. Well, there aren't any bugs out, but I got some bites. on my leg just above my sock. I don't know what it is, but something likes to get under my pants and bite me right above my socks all the time. But I haven't seen any mosquitoes or deer flies or anything like that, any biting bugs. Maybe a spider crawled up there and bit me, but there's like a series of bites there. One nice thing I have on my trip this time is a new spoon. It's got some, I think it's silicone edges on it. Makes for scraping the sides off the last of the food out. Makes pots easier to clean when there's, nothing but a light film of scum after you eat. I wish the tip was a little flatter, but can't complain about everything, I guess. I used to bring a little spatula, a small rubber spatula for doing that, but having a spoon works a little bit better, I think. Other than the bottom. If it was flat on the bottom, it'd be perfect. But it's a nice long spoon, so I can get down in deep with the tall pot. I think I put that away. Oh well. That's it for now. Talk to you again a little later. Well, it's 4:15. I'm gonna make myself some supper. Not really that hungry, but passes the time. I'm gonna make Nor Alfredo. Here's my pot. I got like 12 ounces of water in there, lake water, as long as I'm boiling it. I'm not gonna use my filter water. The wind's died down some, so I opened up the tent a little, get some ventilation in here. It's been sunny all day. It's really warmed up. Put in about a half ounce of dried onion and bell peppers. And just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Doesn't take much. I like a little bite to my food. Okay, here's my stove. It's a wind burner from MSR. And we're just going to bring that to a boil. Nor Alfredo. Now, I don't bring any oil or butter or anything greasy on my trips. That way I don't have to bring soap to clean anything. Now I'm adding, maybe an ounce or so of powdered milk. Usually I use powdered whole milk, but I have some powdered low fat or no fat milk that I had, so I'm going to try and get rid of that. Now we wait for it to boil. The wind might die down enough so I can get in a little bit of an evening paddle, hopefully. It's changed from the southwest to the northwest, so now it's not really blown into the tent like it was before. Oh, Jesus. Shut that off just in time. Now what do I do with my spoon? My fancy spoon. To give this a stir right away or it'll stick to the bottom and the sides. Now we wait for 7 minutes. Got my fancy stopwatch. Well, I think we can put this on pause. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and I'm ready to eat. First I want to show you this is a homemade cozy made out of Reflectix. In colder weather, right after I add the ingredients, I shut off the heat, I put it in here in order to keep it hot. I usually wait a minute, otherwise it'll melt off the bottom a little bit. But right now, it's getting kind of warm in here, and I'm ready to eat. So I'll do that. I think I'll take off my shirt and my pants, and you don't need to see that. Well, I got up around, I got on the water by 6:30, and it was foggy, but there was a peninsula landmark that I was able to keep my eye on, to keep my bearings when I crossed the lake. I followed the shoreline and eventually found the Basswood Portage, and I walked that. It's just a beautiful day. I'm at another campsite. I paddled for like 3 hours, maybe 3.5. I really like this site here. Beautiful view. Best of the trip so far. Not the best campsite though. I mean, it's not bad, but it's the only shady spot. Even that's not that shady. For a tent pad, is surrounded by what I think is poison ivy and a lot of dead spruce. And they're dead all over. Oh, there's swans over there. I know you probably can't see it from the video, but there's one I can see. I think there was two when I came in. I actually heard loons this morning as the first morning I heard them, which is kind of unusual. Anyway, there's my tent back there. See all the dead trees. Got that spruce worm, bugworm, or whatever it is, killing all the spruce trees. It's like a tinderbox. It's fire grate. Basically my gear bomb. And let's go find the toilet. It's about 11 o'clock. And I just got my tent set up and got my lunch rehydrating Spanish rice. This one's a little farther than the last one. Oh, there it is. Yep, you don't need to see inside that. It's warming up again. Again, there's no clouds in the sky and there's no wind at all. It's beautiful paddling this morning. But I can't paddle in portage like I used to. I've never really been all that good at it, but I'm going to take a break and maybe paddle out tomorrow. I guess that's it. I'm going to have my lunch. Talk to you later.